Hello, trader. Welcome back to another regular analysis for this week. And as this is a very important week coming up due to the last week of the month of November 2025, and also we are approaching to New Year. So, really looking at this instrument from deep perspective, and we might see that potential a channel creation here. I'm going to do a full multiple time frame analysis before we look at where we can find trading opportunity this week. So traders, make sure you stick till the end of this analysis to know all the possible setup throughout the week. And also, before I progress further, make sure you like this analysis and also drop a comment if you have any question regarding that, or if you want to share your opinion on gold. So this is the lower time frame that we will be looking at potential setup or further lower time frame as we trade gold on very lower time frame. But before we look at this lower time frame entry opportunity, looking at first of all daily chart here, as higher time frame will give us clear direction, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. So looking at daily here on gold, we can see that from a bigger picture perspective, it is long term bull market starting from this here. This is the daily consolidation here that we have seen for an extended period of time, long back early this year. And then what we can see after this long consolidation in that area, gold managed to break out here. Now that breakout that we can see, the market was trending with creating series of higher high and higher low, which is an uptrending market structure here. And followed by, we can see that here, if we look at this recent time frame, there was a deeper pullback here with a breakdown. Now this breakdown first begin here with the government shutdown, and then the market was throughout the month, almost a month of shutdown, the price was on a pullback. Now, what we have seen that there was a breakout from this order block here, which is the resistance, turning support here. And from that breakout, if we look at here, this is the daily impulse followed by this pullback down to this order block. And past week was pretty slower, a complete side wave that we can see from the weekly candlestick pattern formation here, that this is the weekly doji formation after the previous weekly massive bull candle. And at the end of the week we saw sell off, followed by this week the market has tested the lower shadow here and then closed as a doji. Now if we look at this closed candle, the last week's candlestick pattern, and analyze from the buyers and sellers point of view, this is for me also it's a bull candle, though it is a bear doji, but still it's a bullish bias here. Now, comparing the previous weekly candle, that we can see the bulls managed to make this price to this level here, where the bears couldn't break this low, instead closed as a long week candle. So therefore, the bias here for the long term is still bullish. So what I think this week we might see, after an initial pullback, the market to take off again to the major direction of the trend. And as we are approaching to the end of the month, here is the monthly support that we can see in this market, which is a significant monthly support. And that's we are looking at now on the 1 hour chart. Here is a potential channel creation that possible on goal to create this channel, where if we look at the longer term picture, here is the support here, and we have seen that bounce back to the upside, drop back to the same level of support, where the market is now maintaining this series of higher lows. So if we look at overall picture in this market, we can see that here the market is maintaining this series of higher low and creating a new higher high here. And that might create a bullish channel, which is very logical to create the market, as we see that the price is respecting this level. Now, at the end of the week, we saw that past week Last day there was a breakout from this dynamic resistance that you can spot here. That dynamic resistance has completely broken to the upside, and with this breakout the price now testing this resistance as a support. And what I think, the market might deepen in the beginning for a retest of this support, and that can give a potential bullish entry opportunity. And I think the market might respect this low or could break this low before it take off to the upside. So the bias here is still be bullish, especially in the beginning we might see a short term drop and then to bounce back to the upside. So we I will be especially looking at initial break below, especially to this support, and then to get that rejection back above for an entry to the upside. So the levels that I will be looking at potential buying opportunity is at 4030 level to 4022. That could be an important zone that we can look for potential buying opportunity here in that market. So this is the plan for this week, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this educational analysis. However, if you have any different opinion, you can share your thought in the comment section. I do replay most of the comment. And thanks for joining here, and I'll see you again very soon with any new update or analysis.